you so much for joining me today. So I do have 4 cards in front of me to start this reading. We have done with completion and lesson learned. So congratulations. I do feel like you just came out of a very difficult lesson. I have searching next to this as well as soulmate. So this is going to give me one of 2 separate ideas. Either one, you feel like you're just kind of done searching for a soulmate. Like you're going to let love come to you rather than going out of your way to find or create it in your life. The other message that I'm getting with this is that you may have recently ghosted or blocked someone that you saw as a soulmate previously, that previously you might have thought that they were, a good match for you, but as time went on or as the connection evolved, you may have realized maybe your needs or your wants, desires have changed in this dynamic, or that they were holding up like a mask. It's so funny that I dropped it just as I said that. This could be something that has happened quite recently. I do see things evolving and changing quite quickly here. With my situations deck, at the back of the deck, I do have come together. So I have reconciliation, spiritual union, and soul contract. Oh, and behind that we have karmic, third-party relationship, and lesson is being highlighted again. So I do feel as if maybe you did block. Yeah, maybe it's both messages. Like maybe you blocked someone and they're looking to reach back out to you. They're looking to connect. This might be like today or very soon here whenever you see this reading, as all of my readings are timeless. Now, I do have access granted in reverse underneath these 2. So they might be looking for information for you or about you. They might be using like a burner account, like stalking your social media, or asking around through like mutuals about you, or trying to get in contact with you. So let's go ahead and get some more information about what's going on here. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and start with my animal spirit deck. Let's see, what is going on here, please, Spirit? Oh yeah, we have the Nightingale. So this is an air sign energy, so that's going to be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini coming out. The Nightingale is all about an expression of true speech, your own authentic voice. Now with this Nightingale coming out, you might have, I don't think you ghosted this person. I think you told them exactly, maybe even what you were looking for in a soulmate before you kind of ended things here. I feel as if your truth has really hit this person, and now they're looking for a way to contact you or reach back out to you in regards to this, to share their piece or express themselves. Let's go ahead and get some more information. Alrighty, I'm going to use my Chakra Oracle deck. Yeah, we have faith coming out. I think that you have faith that something better is coming. I think you closed the door to this person, knowing that when one door closes, a window opens. Let's get some more. Okay, impartiality in reverse. Ooh, this doesn't feel like impartiality. This feels like indifference. This feels like you no longer care. This gives off a sense that maybe you've been pushed like very hard. Like you've just been very disappointed, because I'm seeing, it says paint on the jars, but what I'm seeing here is pain. So maybe you've gone through quite a lot of lessons in regards to love, what true love looks like. Maybe even like your boundaries, your standards here, what you're willing to accept and tolerate in a partnership, what you're willing to give in a partnership, what you're willing to reciprocate in a partnership. And I feel like you're very exhausted, you're very tired. You might be giving up on a soulmate. You might be giving up on like the idea that there is one for you. It's so funny. It actually reminds me, I saw this post the other day where it's like, your soulmate exists here and now. Mine died in 1929 in Italy. So that might be, like the kind of devastating, yeah, it's that perception. It's the kind of like devastating perspective that you have on this, because things have been so hard or so painful in the past. But I can see that Spirit is guiding you to change your perspective, so you can see, oh, we have the Nightingale right there. I can't even make this up. Oh, that's so funny. The same colors and everything. Okay. Yeah, I think that this person coming in to speak their truth, and maybe even you speaking your own truth, might change your perspective here. I feel like Spirit is asking you to reflect on this rather than like begrudgingly just quit or give up. Let's just get one more from my Chakra Oracle deck. It does feel like a lot of pain is causing this almost indifferent, nearly contemptuous feeling at this time. Yeah, discovery in reverse. You might not be looking for anything more. You might be looking just to quit, just to walk away, but I feel that Spirit's urging you to keep going, that there is a soulmate out there for you. I feel as if Spirit is very much pushing you to change your perception. So let's go ahead. I'm going to pull from, yep, I have an expansion on the back of the deck. Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and pull from my Island Time Wellness. This is another relationship deck that I have. Oh, okay, we got a couple coming out. Mask. Ah, I said that. I said that in the beginning when I dropped this. Like, you might have gone after people who were wearing a mask, like not realizing it. And I feel even now like you might be wearing a mask, saying that you don't want love, you don't want a soulmate, you don't want a relationship, you're just done. When in reality, these are things that your heart does truly want. You're just in so much pain that it's hard to continue wanting it. There's this sense of needing to detach from your own desires that I find very sad. And then behind that, we have self-indulgence in reverse. It's almost like you're not even letting yourself dream at this time. You're not even letting yourself have hope, or it feels very much like you're giving up on your own wants and needs. I'm so sorry that you feel that way. I have consent, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. I feel like this comes very much into this discovery and this perception card as well. If you are finding yourself running through these past lessons here, lesson learned, if you find yourself, you know, like running over these past lessons, running over the pains that have burdened you in the past, maybe it's time to look at these things with a new perspective, with a new perception. Yeah. Alrighty. I do want to go ahead and grab some emotion cards. Oh, that one flew right out. We have creativity jumping right out. Spirit is asking you to be creative, not only in your expression, but in the way that you perceive and discover things about yourself. Creative inspiration can be elusive. Perhaps we're distracted, we've lost our self-belief, or we're just trying to force it too much. The first thing that we need to do is relax and breathe. From here, we can work towards the right mindset for creativity. Be aware that creativity does not leave you. You just need to stay patient, calm, and open, and give the ideas a chance to come to you. There is a great reserve of creativity inside of me. I am always open to new thoughts and ideas. Yeah, Spirit might be asking you to reach out to someone that you trust and really care about, whose perception you trust, who could be impartial, not indifferent, but impartial, where they're not judging you, like we listen and we don't judge type of energy, to give you this new perception. Maybe that'll help you to reflect and move forward. Oh, okay, that one came out very quickly. Yep, we have honesty. I think that, you know, let me read the back first. As policies go, honesty is up there with the best of them. A healthy respect for the truth can result in gaining more truthful respect from others, and being honest with ourselves increases our clarity in life. Naturally, the odd white lie might occur in order to save someone's feelings, for example. But generally, the more honest we are, the more straightforward and rewarding life is. I have love and respect for the truth. I will always strive to be honest to others and myself. Yeah, I do feel like there are parts of this where you might be being too brutally honest with yourself, where you're looking at things through a lens of brutalization, of in order to harm yourself, to talk yourself out of this. Like, if I stub my toe, I can either take it as like, oh man, like, I'm really not paying attention today, or I can go the like brutalization route and be like, I am so clumsy, I hate that I'm always hurting myself, like, oh, I'm so stupid. Or even like in a worse route, you know, I could destroy the thing I stubbed my toe into. And it's all about the perception that I choose to look at it with. And I think asking for honesty from someone that you trust and that you care about can really assist you in this situation. Like, ask them what you feel like, what they would do in your situation. Maybe even someone who's in a successful or happy relationship, or a relationship that you admire. We have fear coming out, yeah. And honestly, I've been there too, where I am so scared that I just give up because the fear of continuing or even trying again just is overwhelming to me, because of the fear of failure, or the fear of experiencing something different, like experiencing something as painful as what I went through previously. Fear, particularly the fear of failure, is the main thing that holds us back in life. However, when we look logically at this fear and realize that setbacks are not the end of the world, but in fact they can be used to drive our future successes, we free ourselves to face challenges with a clear and confident attitude and strive freely towards becoming our best selves. I am fearless in the face of failure. I will not let fear prevent me from being my best self. Well, I think that's beautiful, because I do get the sense that there's a lot of fear of running back into this mask again. And like a good example of this is, for a long time, I had to reflect on it a lot, because I couldn't figure out why I kept meeting people or dating men who were like cruel to me. And I figured out after talking to a friend that I was confusing confidence with arrogance. And so I would go after these guys, or I would, go on dates with these people that I thought were very confident. And in reality, it was just this egotistical mask of arrogance. And I couldn't differentiate between the two. And in talking to a friend, I was able to stabilize my perception of it. And I was able to move forward. And now I'm no longer even, like, I see someone who is arrogant and I clock it immediately. It's like a huge red flag for me, and I walk away. And that in itself has improved a lot of the romantic and platonic relationships that I have, because I don't have anyone in my life who is arrogant anymore. And I'm not willing to tolerate or deal with arrogance, because I know the kind of pain that causes me. And I know that they don't care that that's how it affects me. So let's just get one more here, see what else is going on. What are the emotions? Oh, flew right out. Effort. Oh, so cute. Yeah, again, when I started this reading, I very much got the sense that, like, you do have faith that things are going to work out, but you want to give up. You don't want to keep doing this. You don't even want to think about it. You just kind of want to, like, fault the dynamic and move forward. So let's take a look. Whether it's a tough shift at work, a personal relationship, an act of creativity, or some physical exercise, the endeavors and challenges of life are all the more rewarding. When we know we have given our all. Working hard at something helps us remain focused on the present moment, increases our sense of self-worth, and leads to a fuller feeling of accomplishment when the task is complete. I am a hardworking and conscientious person. Today I will give a 100% effort. Yeah, and I very much feel like Spirit is encouraging you to think about this, to reflect on this, to put some effort into figuring out where the problem lies and how you can resolve that, or how you can avoid repeating this kind of cycle again. On the back of the deck, I do have freedom coming out. There's that beautiful picture of that eagle. There can be times when busy life can seem to restrict our freedom, and sadly there are still many instances in the world of physical and fundamental freedoms being denied. Living in the free world is a privilege not to be taken for granted, and another freedom to cherish is that of the mind, the freedom to think, to question, to decide, to imagine, to express ourselves as individuals. I am a free human being, empowered to choose my own path. My thoughts and my feelings belong to me. Oh, my life and my thoughts belong to me. But yeah, maybe the feelings is very important. Like, you can't allow other people or their bad behavior, their poor mistreatment of you, to shackle you down, to make you feel like you have to give up, to make you feel like you're not worthy of it, or you don't deserve it, or that, you have no option, or to make you feel like you have no option in this situation, because you do. And I really want to highlight this part where it says, it's a privilege not to be taken for granted. It's another freedom to cherish of the mind, to think, to question, to decide. And that goes very much in line with this discovery card. Because to just give up, to not even bother to self-reflect, to just say, I'm done. I give up. It's not working. I'm done. I keep meeting people with this mask. That's lazy. Spirit does not want you to do that. They want you to be able to express your truth and honest self. And maybe even being creative in this process, like expressing your emotions through song, through poetry, through works of art, maybe painting or drawing, since paint is so heavily highlighted here. I think that might be helpful for you at this time. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get into some tarot, and then we'll grab, actually I want to grab some messages really quick, just because I'm curious. I'm curious as to what went on here. Oh, words of affirmation. Yeah, Spirit is pushing you forward. Like, they're very much trying to get you. They're very much trying to encourage you here. Let you know that it's okay. You're learning these lessons. You've learned this lesson. It's okay. You don't have to give up. You can keep going. You got this. I also have dark or black magic, hexes, and curses coming out. So you might feel like you're cursed, or you might feel like your love life is cursed at this time. Or maybe someone did actually curse you, in which case I would recommend like a cleansing bath. I have brown eyes coming out. Ooh, there's two. I have you are too sweet, and behind that I have yin to my yang, the opposites attract. Yeah, maybe you attract people who are quite opposite to you, but who come off originally as like very similar to you. They might mimic you or like mirror your behavior in order to get close to you. And I see that you're very, very sweet. We have submissive coming out. So people might see you as submissive or see you as someone that they can push around. This kind of goes in line with this creativity. We have dancer coming out, so maybe dancing is a good form of expression for you. Just kind of shake it out, you know, get it out of your system. Maybe you need to go dancing, have like a night at the club. I don't know. That's up to you. I've had nights like that before. I have alternative lifestyle coming out. Yeah, I think Spirit's asking you to consider an alternative lifestyle, or there's a soulmate who is like submissive, who has an alternative lifestyle coming out. I think it's hot when you're mad. Yeah, I feel like this is very much the kind of energy that you have attracted in the past, where like people have gone out of their way to upset you because like they think it's funny, or they think it's kind of cute, or they find it attractive, or they like to have that kind of power and control over you to be able to sway your emotions or make you feel these insane highs and insane lows. Oh, I have a boss coming out. Yeah. I have a boss. So you might be working. It might even be someone at work. Or maybe you work with this person. I have you feel like home to me. Coming out underneath boss. Let's just get one more and then we'll move into the tarot. Oh, okay. I got 3 more. I have Sagittarius coming out. That fire sign. Oof. I love your voice. And I also have a drinker coming out. So yeah, maybe you do need a night at the club. Maybe you do need a night at the club. Oh, and a big thing about Sagittarius. I always think of Sagittarius as like a caged bird sometimes. Where it's like Sagittarius needs space to spread their wings, to fly away, to explore, to adventure, to enjoy themselves. So you might be attracting in people with this kind of energy who are going to help you explore, and not even just explore, but discover yourself, discover these different parts to you, so you're not so you don't feel so shackled down or caged or stuck. I get one more. We got tease coming out. So maybe your boss thinks you're a tease. That's kind of interesting. All right, I'm going to go ahead and clean this up and we'll get into some tarot. Alrighty, so I decided to keep the nightingale up there. First, we are going to start with, I think this is my David Bowie deck, like the Starman Tarot deck. So that's what we're going to start with. And I'll do some clarifiers with the David Bowie Labyrinth deck from the Labyrinth, the movie. Alrighty, there's 1, there's 2. So it looks like I have the 6 of Swords. Yes, this is part of your journey. This is part of your journey, babe. You might be traveling soon as well, or maybe you need to get out of the house, get out and about, get out and do things. I have my Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So with my Seven of Pentacles, when it's upright, I always think about reaping what you've sown, being able to harvest the fruits of your own labor, of your own efforts. But when I see it in reverse, it's almost like a stagnation, a waiting period, feeling as if you weren't quite reciprocated in your efforts. And I feel as if this is what you've experienced in the past, is like you give and you give and you give and you give until you run dry. And then when you ask for something back, it's almost like you are told no, or you are berated, or you are told that you are asking too much. And in reality, you are not asking too much. You are just asking the wrong person. So let's go ahead and get some more. I think that that was a major lesson that you've had to learn, is that like you're not asking too much, you're asking the wrong person. The Princess of Wands in reverse. Okay, I kind of love this. So, and I'm taking kind of a separate definition than I typically do. Usually with my Princess of Wands in reverse, I think of this as a very like beginner, amateur energy of movement, or again of stagnation. But I'm taking a different, hold on, hear me out. I'm taking a different definition from this, because I'm hearing that it's like you are not willing to lift a finger anymore. You are not dealing with this. No, you are not going to give until someone proves to you that they can give back as well, that they are not solely so selfish and just a taker. Maybe this is in regards to a work situation, like with a boss, where you're putting your foot down. You're like, no, like I'm not going to do all my work and then all your work and then all of Steve's work too. Like I'm going to do my work because that's what you pay me for. Or in a love situation where you're like, I am a princess. Like I'm not dealing with this. I'm not going to sit here and give and give and give and not receive anything back, not even a thank you. So this does give me this sense of like you are no longer willing to make action to fill other people's cups unless your cup is filled first. All right, let's continue. Let's get 3 more. These cards are a little big for my hands, so shuffling can be a bit difficult. 3 of Pentacles. Oh. Ooh. I would take this as like manifestation and cooperation. I do see you visualizing, focusing, maybe even making lists as to what you're looking for in a partner. Like I heard it, making a list, and I'm checking it twice. What does it say up there on the top? I can't really read it, I'm sorry. But I very much do see you like doing this almost balancing act where you're like, okay, if I'm gonna give this, then this is what I have to receive. There has to be a level of cooperation, and I feel as if you are kind of manifesting this into your own life by focusing on it, by thinking about it, by doing that discovery work, that self-reflection work that we had talked about earlier, where you were looking at, you know, you're using your perception in a situation to look at your past situations in a different view, rather than being like indifferent or numb to them. You're kind of, I don't want to say cherry picking, but looking at them with a sense of, okay, what am I not willing to tolerate again? What were the red flags that this was going to happen? What is a sign that I am going to go through this again, or that this is creeping up on me? So we do have discovery here. I might have to pause this for a moment because it does appear that someone's in my hallway. But we will see. I'm going to keep trying. Alrighty, let's do another one. Let's get a couple more. Yeah, I got the King of Pentacles in reverse. This is giving broke energy. It's giving the sense that like maybe you've gone after people who had very superficial or shallow concepts of what they were looking for in love. Like, oh, I want a rich husband. And it's like, okay, but why do you want a rich husband? Because you can have a rich husband who doesn't let you on any of the bank accounts, who takes every single one of your paychecks, who doesn't fund for a lifestyle, who gambles all your money away. Or you can have a rich husband who is stable, who you can hold accountable for their spending, who you know, cares for you enough to go out of their way to buy you things that they know you would like without asking you. Or it's like, if you want a partner who picks you things up at the grocery store, is it going to be like he picks up what he wants and that only? Or is it like, oh babe, I saw these this brand of popcorn that I thought that you would like, so I brought it home for you, let me know, maybe we can try it together. So I think Spirit is very much asking you to list down the like shallow or superficial things that you wanted in relationships and dive deeper into them. See what's really there. What are you really looking for? Where are your needs? What are they? All right, let's keep going. Oh, we have the Star in reverse. So yeah, you are very much still in the process of healing. This does seem to be, like, again, with it being under the Princess of Wands, it feels like you're in the very beginning of this lesson, of this new lesson, where you're learning how to, I keep hearing like divide and conquer, where you're learning how to divvy up. What am I hearing? I'll grab a clarifier for it in a second. Let's just take a look. Let me get a, oh yeah. Oh man. You're looking for what's worth committing to. That's what it is. And I think that you're healing from people in the past who were not worth committing to, or who did not commit to you, didn't have the capacity to commit to you, or who led you on, strung you along, and didn't give you what you wanted or needed. All right, let me go ahead and cut this deck. Let's see what else is going on. I do have the Wheel of Fortune again coming out. So the Wheel of Fortune, what a sweetheart. I do see that Spirit is going to be testing you quite soon. Like, you'll go through this brief reflection phase, this like beginner starting phase of thinking about what it is that you actually want, where that takes you. It almost feels like adding depth and dimension to your own desires, and I feel like Spirit is going to send you someone. I know this is so wrong. Spirit's going to send you someone that you basically get to say no to, but it's more important that you recognize why you are saying no, why you are rejecting the potential experience than just rejecting it outright. So don't just turn someone down because you feel like that's what you have to do. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying, look deeply into their actions, their behaviors, and ask yourself whether or not this is something you are willing to accept, and where this behavior will evolve in the future, how that will affect you, and whether or not you're willing to tolerate that. With Temperance being under it, I feel like this is going to be a very long lesson for you. No offense. I do feel like this lesson does depth and dimension. That's what it is. This lesson has a lot of depth to it, and I feel like it's going to be a continuous learning process for you. Maybe even because we did have underneath these, we had cassette, which was outdated thinking and conditioning. So maybe even like removing or tearing out some of the conditioning that you've had in the past towards what love should look like, or what a relationship should look like. Interesting. Now on the back of this one, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. And with the Lovers, okay, yeah, I saw that coming. But with the Ace of Swords being here in reverse, it has always felt like love is a double-edged sword for you, where it feels like, with strength especially, where it feels like love has kind of taken all of your energy, all of your strength. It has drained you. So you might be at a point where you're like, I'm not open to it anymore. I don't care anymore. Like, I'm done with this. But why are you done? Why are you done when you haven't done the work? Sorry, that was kind of rude, but the Spirit gets rude sometimes, like Tiffy with me sometimes. We have the Six of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. Let's go ahead and get a clarifier. That came out quickly. Yeah. Ace of Pots. I always think of this as like an offer of love, and with the star behind that, it's like unhealed energy, because we have the star here too. Remember? Like, it's a healing process. So Spirit is very much saying, like, part of your journey here, why you haven't reaped the rewards that you deserve, is because you're not healing from your past love. You're not like doing any actual reflection. You're just kind of, I'm getting the sense of like turning your nose up at it and looking away, where instead of looking at what went wrong, or why it went the way that it did, or what you allowed to happen, you're just kind of like, I'm just not gonna look at it instead. All right, let's try Seven of Swords and the Princess of Wands. Let's get some information there. Wow, you were getting doubles. What's going on here? Spirit is like, I want to be very, very clear here. So my Dancers, this is my Lovers card coming up again. And with my Hanged Man, yeah, and my Hanged Man is in reverse. So the Hanged Man is typically about feeling like stuck or stagnant again. And Ludo's my favorite character in the Labyrinth. He's so cute. Let's just hold on. Let me just reminisce for a moment, because Ludo... Sorry, I'm childish. But with this, with the Dancers and the Hanged Man, it's a choice to be stuck in love for you. Whenever I see the Hanged Man in reverse, it very much tells me, like, you have the option to get out of this, but you choose not to. Instead, it's almost like this unwillingness to realize your own power here, to realize the changes that you could make and realize how maybe your choices have affected this situation. Wow, this is deep for, like, I thought this was going to be like a cute lovey-dovey read, but instead it's Spirit being like, hey, let's figure this out together. Alrighty, let's go 3 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Okay, we're getting singular, finally. Spirit's like, you don't need to extra clarify this one for them. Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude. Oh no, it is a double. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I misled you. Okay, we have the Devil. So number one, a big thing that this is going to be very, very blunt, and I apologize in advance, but you keep going after people who want you for your body, who want you for shallow things, who want you for what you can give to them. The Demon is also the Devil, but in reverse, this talks heavily of substance abuse, sex addiction, gambling, risk-taking behaviors, like shallowness, selfishness, greed. And then I have my 4 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this is something that's been reoccurring in the past for you, where like time and time again, you meet someone and they've got one of these issues, or maybe they're very upfront with it, where it's like they are very, very clear in the fact that, you know, they only want you for a physical adventure, or for some very shallow, selfish, like, reason. And I feel like you keep meeting this over and over and over again, and it keeps hurting you over and over and over again because of the fact you need someone who's going to be able to cooperate with you, who's going to work with you. But within that, it has to be your choice to go after someone. Like, you can't be like, oh, he's so hot and that's all that I want him for. Like, then of course he's going to only want you for your physicality as well. When I'm saying he, it could also be a she. The pronouns do not really matter. All right, the King of Pentacles and the Star in reverse. Oh, okay, I have my, oh, what is this? My 8 of Junk. And I believe Junk in this deck is Pentacles. So with my 8 of Pentacles, this is about walking away or struggling to walk away. I feel like you do struggle to walk away from the things that have hurt you in the past. You might run through them over and over again in your mind, wondering, like, why did I have to go through this? Why can't I have something better? Like, why can't it just be given to me on a silver platter? And Spirit is saying, like, because you haven't done the work. Because you're refusing to do the work. So you keep attracting the same lesson over and over and over again until you learn it. Okay, let's get one more just as a general summary for this. No? Okay. Ah! Yeah! Ooh. Sorry, it scared me. We have the 3 of Swords upright. So there is a lot of heartbreak going on. And I feel like that's kind of where you might get this, like, impartiality, this indifferent attitude towards things, is because you very much do feel like your heart has been broken over and over and over again. And I'm not here to say that you are not a giver, or that, you know, like, maybe looking in the, I very much feel like you are a very sweet-hearted person. It's just that you're kind of looking in the wrong direction for love, because instead of, like, looking for love, you're just kind of looking for, like, an adventure. We have the High Priestess on the back of the deck here. So I do see you using more of your intuition moving forward. It gives, like, this mama, like, almost boss energy, where it's like you're not willing to tolerate any of this again. You're not going to let your own heart get broken. So I do feel that your guards are up, because I am seeing, like, 2 masks here. And look at all the spikes on this, on the mouth. Like, yeah, I very much see you, like, expressing your true opinion on things when they happen, instead of being, like, submissive. Like, when someone, oh, I just had this happen to me recently. This guy came to me with, like, a really gross request. He was like, you should send me this. And I was like, that was so disrespectful of you. And then I blocked him, because no, I'm not gonna deal with that. That's gross. So I very much see you getting a little bit of venom in your tongue, maybe spitting that at people. Seems to be some weapons here, but it feels like a very shielded energy. And this is, yeah, my 6 of Junk, my 6 of Pentacles. This is going to come because of unfair relationships in the past, where you're recognizing you're gonna, like, someone's gonna come towards you, again with that wheel. They're gonna send you someone, and you're gonna be like, oh, I've been here before. I've seen this before. I know how this story ends. And you're gonna be like, nope, I'm walking away from this. I'm not gonna deal with this. And then we have my Page of Pulls upright. That's gonna be my Princess of Wands. This is the same exact card. Because this deck doesn't have pages, but instead it's like Prince and Princess. So with this Page of Pulls, there is some steady action forward. There is some very strong movement forward. And I think this is going to have to be internal. I think this is going to have to be in isolation as well. Ooh, the Page of Junk. Yeah, you might be focusing more on money. Focusing more on, like, getting your finances back up. Yeah, like, I'm hearing that Cher interview where she's like, oh, my mom told me to marry a rich man. And it's like, Mom, I am a rich man. So that might be the attitude that you need to take on moving forward, or I see you taking on that attitude moving forward. I do see a lot of good action in your future, especially towards finances, and you might be focusing it, like, you're committing very hard to yourself at this time. That's beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and get into some messages, and then we'll grab some charms and some advice and see what kind of zodiac signs are up in here. I also have a channeled song at the end if you want to stick around. I'll see you in just a moment. Right, so I do want to start with a disclaimer, and with my Hidden Truth Tarot deck. So I haven't done a self-read like this in a while, so I have no idea what's going to come out. So I guess take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay. I left when I saw you with someone. Oh, this is giving that demon energy again, that devil card that came out in the clarifiers, where it's like you might have... Ooh. It gives like almost a cheating or betrayal type of energy, where you might have been cheated on in the past, or maybe people from your past have moved on very quickly, and that's how you can know that it was a very, like, shallow dynamic. Maybe you are also someone who might jump from relationship to relationship, so it is a bit difficult to try to pull lessons from relationships when you are already in a new one and learning probably the same lesson in a different font. Alright, let's get some more. Oh! We have, I don't react when people mention you. Yeah, I think, and it's giving this indifference energy again, where it's like, instead of actively focusing on the situation or thinking about what happened here, or working through the lessons, working through what you liked and what you didn't like, or what you're willing to go through again, it's almost like you just kind of shut down because of it, because it's exhausting and you're drained, and that's understandable. I know I messed everything up. I don't think that this is you. I don't think that you messed everything up, but I think that you might look at, number one, you might have been blamed a lot in relationships, like told that everything was your fault, and that falls in line with like that shallow behavior again. But on top of that, I also feel like you might blame yourself pretty hard for other people's mistakes, for what they've done to you. And you don't deserve that. Wow, that flew straight out. I wish I had treated you better. Yes. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I do get that a lot of people from your past looked at how you gave, and you gave, and you gave, and you gave, and you gave until you could not anymore. There's a lot of repetition in this, because I keep saying, like, over and over and over again, or gave and gave and gave, give and give and give, take and take and take. There's a lot of repetition here, so maybe you've gone through this lesson like a handful of times. But I am getting the sense that someone from your past might reach out to you saying that they wish that they had treated you better, that they want to treat you better, but I don't actually see that happening. I don't see them actually changing their behavior. I see them using this as a guise to abuse you more. Alright, let's get one more from this deck, and then we'll move on to what's hiding in the shadows. I hid who I really am from you. Yes, that mask energy that we had in the very beginning of the reading. I don't think I'm going to find it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to find it. But it is this mask energy of, like, they were hiding how shallow, how selfish they were in these situations in order to, like, get you back or to get you under their control. In the back of this deck, I have, I wish I could take back my words. And with this Nightingale, I very much get the sense that, like, at first, you being honest, you being open, you expressing what you really feel instead of being, like, submissive, and just, you know, taking all the blows. I very much get the sense that, like, at first you might feel guilty or you might feel uncomfortable or out of place, but that will change with time. You will grow more confident, more comfortable with expressing your own truth and no longer accepting, like, poor treatment or mistreatment. Alrighty, let's go ahead and move on to my In the Shadows oracle cards. Again, I have no clue what's going to come out. Usually in love readings, I, like, have somewhat of an idea of where it's going, like what kind of messages are coming out, but I got no clue here, honey. So let's go ahead. Yep, I see ya. I took the easy way out. Yeah, and this almost feels like, because it's going to come right up under here, the I left when I saw you with someone card. So it does give the sense of, like, they might have, like, they know that they were draining you, so they, like, prepped a backup option. Or, like, maybe they've, you know, you've been cheated on in the past, and that's always been a big deal breaker for you, and they knew that, and so they used that deal breaker against you to leave because they couldn't drain you anymore. They needed, like, a new source to siphon from. Alrighty. Ooh, you saw that? I saw that. I can still see you standing there. Yeah, I very much feel like the people who have done you wrong in the past, they have not forgotten how kind you were to them, how much you gave, how much you cared. It like, made me sad for a second, like, yeah, babe, you are unforgettable. Don't you dare think you are anything else but, and don't you dare lower your own value for these people. If at that moment, I didn't care. I feel like this is you right now, where you're like, I just don't care anymore. Like, there's just this huge air, this dense air of wanting to give up. But Spirit is letting you know that, like, changes are on the way. You just have to put in a little bit more work for them. You need to care, because it's important that you do if you want to see any kind of change. Otherwise, you will go through this again. I don't need your approval. Yeah, this feels like this is the kind of energy that you'll be moving into moving forward, where it's no longer that kind of, like, submissive, that like submissive message card that we got in the beginning. It's no longer this kind of energy moving forward. Now it's going to be very much like bossing up. Like, I am confident in myself. I know what I bring to the table, and you are not going to make me feel bad for that. You are not going to make me feel like I have to continuously give in order to get approval from you, because guess what? I don't need your approval. I'm kind of loving this energy. It's very, like, I almost want to dance. Didn't we get Dancer in the beginning? Yeah. There's a lot of confidence coming your way. I'm very excited for you. Right, let's get one more. You did not break me. And I feel like that's where that confidence is going to come from. This confidence is going to come from the fact that, like, this is not going to break you. It will not. You might feel like giving up right now. You might feel tired. I'm hearing, Oh Wonder? No, Landslide? Oh Wonder by Landslide, where it's like, you'll get over it. I know it hurts sometimes, but you'll get over it. You'll find another life to live. Yeah, that song. That's what I'm getting here, where it's like, you are moving forward. Like, very headstrong, by the way. I'm very proud of you for that. Like, your confidence, maybe it does take a club night. Maybe you'll just dance at the club, realize all your options, realize that none of these options even deserve to breathe the same air as you, and you'll feel great. On the back of this deck, I have, you can't come where I am going. And that's true. These people cannot travel to the depths with you. They are puddle creatures, okay? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude here, but, like, I'm trying to think of an example. Like, a frog cannot dive into, like, the depths of the ocean. It just can't happen, okay? And that's where you're going. Alrighty. Let's go ahead. Just because I want to. I feel like it. I want to get some more messages. We're going to go ahead and use my Hermit Tarot deck. This one is super messy because it's too long for me to shuffle, so things might start flying in a second. Just a huge disclaimer. See? Look at how many cards just flew. Not taking any of those. Alright, Spirit. What are some messages I'm looking... Don't be rude. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I very much feel like this is where you're at, where you're like, I just want space. I just want to be alone. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want love. You know, I don't want these hopes, these goals, these dreams, these desires that I've wanted for years. I don't want them anymore. I just want space. I just want to be alone. And Spirit is letting you know, like, it's okay to feel like this for a little bit, but eventually you got to get back on track. We have, do you think about me too? And that's going to come up right above, I can still see you standing there. Ooh, yeah. There is someone from your past who's about to come back around. And this is meant to be a big make or break moment for you, where you learn some of the red flags, like in action, like you watch the red flags in action happen. All right, let's get some more. You make my heart feel full. Oh, yes, because you are a giver. You are constantly filling other people's cups, and now it's time for you to fill your own. All right, let's get 2 more. I can't even look at you right now. And that's going to come right above, I don't need your approval, and you did not break me. You're looking at these past situations, and you're like, no, like, you will never get the option to see me ever again. You did not deserve me in the first place, and you do not deserve me moving forward, especially with this newfound confidence. Like, there is this huge energy of, you are going to learn the lessons from the past, and then you will never have to go through it again, and you will never have to deal with those people again, because you were quite literally, like, evolving away from them. You were evolving out of their sight. You can't even look at them. Like, you'll look back and be like, oh, how did I tolerate that? Right, let's just get 1 more. Oh, there we are. I am terrified. Yeah, this might be you right now. You might be giving up because you're scared, because you've dealt with this so many times over and over, and you don't know when it's going to stop or how to make it stop. And I'm here to tell you. Let me do 1 more, just because I'm nosy like that. God gave me a big nose, and I use it to stick in everybody else's business. So, you know, gotta be grateful somehow. There she is. Gossip only hurts more. So yeah, I think when you do talk about these situations, instead of gossiping or, you know what, this I can't even look at you right now card, where it's like, instead of like stalking their social media, to like hate stalk them or like talk crap about them with your friends, maybe go to like someone that you trust and that you care about who can lead you down a path of like genuine reflection. So instead of gossiping, you can question like, well, what happened in the situation? What were the red flags that could have led me to this? Because this gossip energy, it's not helping you. I think it's keeping you kind of trapped in this cycle. Alrighty, and then I do want to go ahead and get some more messages from my message deck. And from there, we will go ahead and grab like a channeled song, and then some zodiac signs, some affirmations, some self-care, and some charms. Oh, yep. Saw this one coming. We have I miss you. I miss you. Someone from your past. I told you, babe, someone's coming back. They are coming back. And it's, here it is. It's because they have seen you. They're seeing you level up. Once you get this newfound confidence in you, they're going to come back. They're going to be saying, I need you, because they need your energy. They need this newfound energy that you have, because they need you to fill their cup up, because they are empty inside. All right, let's keep going. Let's get a couple more. Oh, I've got gossip. Gossip coming out. So I do think that you're leveling up from this gossip energy, where instead of gossiping about it, just to kind of like express yourself and get it out of your system, I think instead of doing that, you're actually going to sit with it, make friends with it, learn from it, and move forward. Oh, this is me. I've got Libra coming out. I mean, this isn't me, because I'm so far past this lesson, but this is Libra energy, and I'm a huge Libra. So hello, my Libra sisters and brothers. Yes. So, where someone involved in this situation might be a Libra. And let me tell you, Libras are great at teaching lessons. It's scary. I have met some Libras in my time. It is a scary energy. Cheater. Oh, I did get this. I got this in the beginning of the message reading, where it's like, I left when I saw you with someone, where like cheating is a deal breaker for you, or it's something that you have like made very clear that you're not okay with. But yeah, maybe a Libra or a cheater is coming back. Someone who knows that they've messed up in the past. Could be someone who works in IT or tech. That's been coming up a lot in my readings lately. Oh, daydreaming about you. Yeah, they're thinking about you, thinking about how they can come back, how they can get you to fill their cup again. Okay, we've got a couple. We have I love your hair coming out. We've got that tease card coming out again, as well as Sagittarius again. So maybe a Sag is going to come in, tease you a little bit. Interesting. All right, we'll just do a couple more. I've got divorced coming out. So we talked about this earlier, where it's like looking at the conditioning of your childhood and maybe how that has created the relationship patterns that you're seeing current day. If you have divorced parents, maybe getting both sides of the story of what happened there and breaking down how that affected you, or even through your own experiences, like how that affected you. Like, is that something that you wish to repeat? Is that something that you wish to have your children go through? If not, how can you change that? How can you prevent that? What kind of person, what kind of partner, what kind of qualities and traits would you require in a partner in order to not have your children or for yourself to go through that experience again? Oh, I want you to meet my family. Maybe you need to meet your family. And I don't mean that in the sense of like you're an orphan or you don't know your parents or your family, but I do mean this in the sense of like meet their perspectives, meet their romantic habits, behaviors, things that might have aided or assisted in your own conditioning, and unlearn those, because I don't think they're making you happy. Like me personally, I have a lot of women in my family who are very like, to be not kind about it, very pick me, where they will do anything to make a man happy, and I simply won't. I simply don't care that much. I had to unlearn that behavior. Yeah, we got immature and childish coming out. We also insecure coming out. So yeah. Yeah, I have dealt with a lot of family members who are very much like, oh, just do any... I had an uncle. I asked him, I was like, oh, you know, I'm seeing this guy. I really like him. What would you suggest that I do? And he goes, don't say anything to him until you get married. Just shut up until you get married. And I was like, no, that's psychotic. On the upside, I do see blessings coming in for you very soon here. Let's see. What kind of blessings? I'm interested. Okay, you are so mysterious coming out. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and move on into the charms. See you in just a moment. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and start this off with a quick channeled song for you from my song deck. Ooh, cute. Yay, I got Premonition by Peter Frampton. This is clairsentience, so a very clear feeling or an intuitive feeling. This might have been something that you've ignored in the past, where you're like, oh, like, this doesn't feel right, or this doesn't really make me happy, and you've kind of ignored that to suit someone else's needs. Taking a look at some of the lyrics, it says, wake up this morning with this warning. My premonition will come true. Is someone playing tricks on me? So you might get this sense or this idea in relationships that like this person is not for you, or this person is going to hurt you, or, oh, sorry, my neighbors are throwing things, I guess. You might get this sense in relationships that like something is about to go down, and I think that you need to kind of give yourself the permission to listen to your own intuition here. Because zodiac signs have come up so much in this, I think we had, that's air, so that's going to be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We also had Sagittarius come up twice. We had Libra come up twice. I think that was all. I could be wrong. Let's go ahead and get some more zodiac signs, see what else is going on here. Okay. Ooh! Oh, I got a totem! Oh, exciting. I have the moon totem owl. This is another bird, so another air sign. A crisis will allow you to look into yourself. Come on. You can focus. A crisis will allow you to look into yourself and make an important revelation. Yes. I very much feel like this is all about like delving into the depths of your own feelings and emotions here. Sorry, I just had to make a quick adjustment. Let's get another one. Just one more. Ooh. Moon and Gemini. All this air. Oh my goodness, my last reading was all water-based. This is all air-based. So Moon in Gemini. So Gemini has come up twice, Libra has come up twice, Sagittarius has come up twice. And then on the back of the deck, I have a blue moon. Now is a powerful time to set long-term goals and sow seeds for the future. This gives me that Seven of Pentacles energy, that like reaping what you've sown type of energy, with Moon and Pisces behind that. Yeah, beware of indulging in negative or depressive tendencies. With that self-indulgent card that we had earlier, I felt like that was important. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get some self-care going here with my self-care deck. What can this pile, this collective do for self-care at this time? What can they do to care for themselves, to help themselves? Wow, she's being very tricky today. Alright, you clear your space, clean your space. Coming straight out. So yeah, maybe cleaning up around you, that always makes me feel better. Personally, I'm a bit OCD about things, so like I clean constantly and every single day. I just don't like mess very much. But yes, cleaning your space might help you feel more rejuvenated, more comfortable, more relaxed. Maybe even like clearing out something that exes gave you in the past. Oh, I got it. And then we have massage coming out. Yeah, maybe you do need a massage. I know it is back-breaking work to carry everybody's issues, or to constantly care for everyone else but yourself. That is some back-breaking work. And then on the back of this deck, I have drink tea. My personal favorite is chamomile, 2 teaspoons of sugar, but you do what you would like. I also really like sweet peach tea. So good. So good. But yes, maybe some tea will assist you at this time. A lot of this is about like, it's almost like isolatory. Alrighty. I want to go ahead and get some affirmations here. Today I feel optimistic. Today I will see the beauty and goodness in the hearts of every single person I interact with. Oh, that's beautiful. Let me zoom out a little. That's beautiful. Okay, let's get one more for the other side. Today I am free of drama. Today I will let go of the people that do not support me and only surround myself with positive people. This might be in regards to letting go of the gossip as well, like let go of gossiping behaviors, because it's not helping you, because we did get the gossip only hurts more card. On the back of the deck, we have today I am ready to receive love. Today I'm open to being loved by another healthy person. Alrighty, that is so cute. I would keep this, but I need to put it back. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get a spirit guide message. We'll get 2 of them. That came out very quickly. My destiny will reveal itself in time. We did have that temperance card with the tarot, so it does tell me that like it's a long time coming, or you're in the very beginning of this journey. So it's okay to relax. Take it slow. Don't rush. There's no need to. You are packed, you are prepped, you are prepared. Oh my gosh. And we have enjoy the now coming out. Enjoy the present moment. Rather than fixating on the pains of the past, enjoy the now. Learn to enjoy the now. On the back of the deck, I have choose faith over fear. I'm only laughing because we did have that faith card. Oh, where is it? Yeah, we did have faith come out. So Spirit is very much asking you to tap back into your own faith, your own love. Faith that love exists and that it's not all cruelty. It's not all selfish and shallow. Just because I only attract mosquitoes doesn't mean butterflies don't exist. Sorry, that was kind of rude. I don't know why. Your spirit guides are a little rude. I want to be honest with you. I'm going to go ahead and grab some charms from my charm jar here. It's kind of loud, so turn down your volume if you need to. Oh, wow. Okay. Perfect. I love it when my fortunes come out. Sorry. Let's pull this out. Oh, So cute. Okay, perfect. X. Alrighty, let's go ahead and zoom in here. So first we have friends long absent are coming back to you. Lucky number 18, 30, 45, 33, 20, and 6. Oh, I think that there's two messages here. One, I think that there is someone in your vicinity that you can really trust to give you good, honest, helpful advice here about your situation. And two, I do see that person coming back to test you again to see if you're gonna fill their cup up before, you fill your own. The second one, we have you are capable, competent, creative, careful. Prove it. Lucky number 2, 36, 20, 35, 8, and 50. And then learn Chinese 10 pieces. Interesting. I have my little bell here for sound clearing. I also have a cross here. So this might be in regards to faith. Maybe you have... Oh, there's her like traditional man. Oh, maybe you're breaking away from like some type of religious group or how they view marriage. You're like deconstructing that kind of a custom or ritual. But I do see that like God is preparing a soulmate for you. Very much so. If you've been praying about this, God has heard your prayers. Do not worry. Do not fret. For my messages, this is funny. I've never had this come out at the same time together. So I have husband, wife, and baby. That is going to go a lot of different ways, depending on who you are. So I would take that as it resonates. I have the initial X here. So, Xander, Xavier. I don't really know many X names, I'm going to be honest. It could just be in reference to this X coming back. And then you only had one mini tarot card. You received the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, like I said, I see you focusing on your money, and I do see you getting that bag. Like, you're going to take a lot of this misery energy that you have and just focus it into your career and feeding yourself, making yourself better. And I see that working out very, very well for you. Especially with this Queen of Pentacles. Like, you are on top, girl. Like, this gives almost Empress energy. You're very much coming into your own at this time. I do see you becoming a lot stronger. So, thank you so much for joining me. This was your message. Let me know. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot my angel numbers. Oh my gosh, no. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me go ahead and get some angel numbers for you. Alrighty, what do we have here? I have 834. 834 angel number meaning. You can look that up in your search bar. I've got, I believe that's Aries coming out. So some Aries energy being highlighted here. And this is Venus. This is all about love, baby. So let me go ahead and actually read from this. It can also be in regards to material possession as well. So with Venus, this is pertaining to relationships, romantic or platonic, love languages, desire, and allure. Sorry. But yes, that is what I'm seeing for you. So thank you so much for joining me today. Let me know down below what came out for the angel number meaning. Let me know how this resonated with you, and I will see you in the next one.